Hi there, Emma Priestley here from Conscious Course Creators. How are you? So first, I want to thank you for downloading the Hero's Journey to Conscious Course Creation. Now, you're probably looking at the download, seeing this blank template and wondering, what does this mean? So the concept is that you watch this short video today and allow me to unpack for you what it is that is required when it comes to unpacking your genius and now I've spoken about the three different keys, the truth, transform, and transcend. Now, those words can mean a lot of things, right? And again, I want to get you the clarity around what it is I'm talking about as we unpack this model together. So print out the model or play on the iPad like I'm about to do if that's what you have. But print the model out so that you can fill it in with me as we go through. And it's really going to help you gain some clarity about what is required to truly unpack your genius and create a conscious course. Awesome. So pause the video if you're not ready. And otherwise, I'm just going to assume that you're ready to go. Okay. So we talk about the 9 accelerators for conscious course creation. And some of you may or may not be familiar with the hero's journey, but we do use that quite a bit in course. And it's really coming back to your origin story and who you are and turning pain into purpose. You know, what it is that you're actually supposed to help people with, and therefore really anchor yourself into true alignment and flow rather than just creating something for the sake of it or because you need to make some cash, okay? Let's start to create programs that are actually transformational and that fill you up as the coach or healer, knowing that you're making an incredible impact on humanity. So let's go. So step 1 is unpack. And when we're talking about unpack, we're talking about unpacking your genius. The second piece to this is create. So we're going to create a course. And the third element is deliver. And in this case, we're going to deliver transformation. You know, there's so many great programs out there, but there's also a lot of very vanilla, cookie cutter, just not that wonderful programs, okay, that people are buying into, and they're kind of getting hooked into the marketing and the sales and the hype up front, but once they're in, really not much happens. And we want to change that. We want to have it so that what you're selling, for one, is so good that you have no issue in doing that. But most importantly, that what you're offering, the course that you offer, the service that you provide is so good that people get what they came for, okay? And that is what's going to make it so easy for them to grow and truly make an impact on people. Okay, so the 3 accelerators in the Unpack Your Genius is self. So in our Validation Vortex program, we very heavily focus on Unpack Genius. And when I talk about self, this is where you're still a little bit unclear what your purpose is, what your life's work is, who it is you're actually supposed to serve. You know that you want to help people, but you're jumping between so many ideas. It's like, I want to do this. Oh, but I also want to do that. Oh, and I'm also going to do that. But you have so much going on that nothing's happening, right? We want to change that. So we want to get super clear on self. And we use this incredible tool that allows us to unpack in your DNA coding what it is you're actually here for. And it will align beautifully with what you have experienced in your life so far, that the validation of what you're here to do will become so clear that it will no longer be a problem, okay? The second part of this is your stories. Now, this is where the hero's journey can come in. So think of hero's journey, if you haven't heard of it, like the superhero story. You know, you've got your origin, you've got where you came from, what you've been through, what's happened to you that has actually inspired you to help people in a certain way, or to forge a certain path, or to study certain things, or become qualified in certain ways, right? There's always a story. So when we can marry your story with yourself and who you're here to serve, a picture starts to be born. And you start to see super clearly not only who and you're here to do, but also why. Yeah. And you can start to put real passion and purpose behind what you're offering. Okay. So it's so meaningful. Every day that you wake up, you're super excited to go and help and serve the people that you're here to serve. Which leads us to the third component of this one, which is service. So there's two parts of this. It's not only who are you here to serve, okay, getting super clear on that and really clarifying it, but also the service that you offer. So if you have a qualification that so many other people have, this is the part where we take yourself, your stories, and your service, and we intertwine and integrate them all so that we can truly discover what it is that sets you apart, so that your service is simply a tool, okay? But you are the magic. You are the part of that people do and get enough of, okay? Heaps of fun and super, super exciting. Moving into the next element, which is create course. So the first step here is your mission. So Unpack Your Genius is all about you, right? This is yourself, your stories, your journey, your service, your skills, right? The mission, however, is going beyond that. This is getting clear of who it is, your service, your path, your journey is going to impact on a global level. What is the point of all of this? How is it going to impact humanity? How is it going to raise consciousness? How is it going to raise the vibration of humanity? How do you let go of the guilt that what you're doing is it enough? Is it necessary? Right? When you get super clear on mission, then everyone you talk to suddenly becomes a part of that. And you start to truly attract the people that are going to help you get there. Okay, so being clear on your mission really infuses that passion and purpose together. Second part here is the map. So again, a couple of ways to look at this. So the map is very much the structure, the journey of where you want to go. But when we're creatives, when we're coaches and healers that really want to kind of move with what we're feeling at the moment, right? We have these downloads, we have this ability to channel, we have this ability to have these light bulb aha moments. And we want to be able to use them. So we want the structure, right? We want the map, we want to have specific time. We also want to have a creative license, don't we? To be able to kind of inject, add bonuses, do all these other little parts when it just comes through and we need to share it. So having a map allows you to have a container. This is what a lot of spiritual people aren't fabulous at. They're not great at having a container to pour all their creativity into. And so there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of ideas and excitement, but it's like picking up a cup and pouring it onto a table. It just kind of goes everywhere. Has no real direction and container. Whereas if we pour that same content into a cup, then it's very clear where people go in order to consume it, right? That's important. So we need to have a map that not only gives you that structure, but also allows your beautiful, creative, and flexible side to come into play. And the third part of this one is your model. So this is a model that I'm showing you right now. So we're going to unpack yours. We're going to, again, give it a structure as to where all the elements and all the pieces fit. You've got to have a model. But then you also need to be clear on the model that you're going to create. You know, is your service best suited for one-to-one? Or is it something you want to have more leverage with and start to impact more people? Is your stuff going to work better face-to-face, or are we going to be able to play with it more online and take you out of the picture whilst impacting more people? Okay, we need to become clear on what it is that works best for you and who you're here to help. Now, moving over to deliver transformation. So this part here is firstly about authority. We all know what authority is, right? And you want to be the authority in your area, in your industry. I get it. However, what if we had the ability to take away competition and instead get clear on your culture? Get clear of, again, who you're about, how it's embedded within you, where by being your authentic self, by sharing your own truth, your own genius, you just attract and create the culture that your tribe want to be a part of. And so they seek you out. They want to be part of the impact that you're having, okay? And they all play a part within it because they are called to you. And we're going to find the people that we're actually meant to work with. So the authority isn't about a competition. It isn't about winning clients against somebody else. It's simply about them choosing you. You're their perfect fit. So you get to spend more time doing what it is you're great at and less time trying to actually find the people. Then we move into the attract. Now, this is where we get more into starting to touch on the nitty-gritty of actual attraction, right? The actual doing part of, you know, your Facebook posts, for example, Facebook groups, you know, creating communities that people can actually be a part of. So once we have unpacked your genius and created your course, then we want to deliver transformation, and we do that in several ways through the attraction piece. And finally, we're going to align. And this is the money piece. So this is, again, about collaborating with like-minded people who love your mission and what you're about. You complement and add value to them, and they complement and add value to you, yet you're not in competition. So this is about aligning right people so that you can become the go-to person within your industry for what it is that you do. Cool? So not only do you get to unpack your genius and get clear on who you are, you get to create an incredible course that is super transformational, and you get to start to build these new relationships and create communities with amazing people that want the same things that you do. I think that's pretty exciting. Okay, so when we move into the next piece, this is where it starts to come together, the top 3 sections that we've spoken about in the download. So when you know how to unpack your genius and create your course, you step into your truth. You know, you're really embodying the truth that you believe, your values, what it is you stand for. And by creating a course, you get to put that in. You get to share that truth with others at the same time. If you know how to create your course and deliver transformation, well, then this is the transform piece. You get to transform not only yourself, but other people. You have a course that they can use which transforms them from where they are to where they want to go. And by delivering this transformation, not only are you impacting clients, you're impacting people around you at the same time. Everybody's transforming and everybody's growing. And when you know how to deliver transformation and unpack your genius, this is the transcend piece. So this is where not only do your clients experience transcending their expectations, but you transcend your own. You become the person the leader you've always envisioned you could be. And you transcend all expectations because you're allowing others to do the same for themselves. And these are the pieces that in turn allow you to create a conscious course. You know, it's got heart, it's got meaning, and it has turned pain into purpose and truly created something beautiful. Now, what happens if you don't know how to unpack your genius and create your course? Well, you're left doubting, helpless. You know, you're seeing the problem showing up everywhere, knowing that you have a solution, even if you're not fully clear on how to get that to them, but you know you have the solution because you've experienced it, but you don't have the clarity to be able to walk up to them and say, I can help you with this. Yeah? And so your truth is diminished. No one hears it. Nobody knows it. If you don't know how to create a course and deliver transformation, well, you're frustrated because I bet you any money that you're seeing people out there in the field thinking, wow, they're really rocking it, but I actually know that if I got my shit together, I could really, really help people. You know, I could help that problem. I could help that. I have a solution for that. So you're frustrated and you're also enabling the problem. You're watching people suffer and you're not doing anything about it. And so you're not helping. Playing small and staying stuck and staying frustrated isn't helping. And if we don't know how to deliver transformation and genius, we never fulfill our potential. And the cost to our clients is significant, but not in the way that we want. Yeah? So, this here is the true heart of why you want to create your conscious course. You know, this isn't just about making money. This isn't just about having a business and being successful. This is about truth, transformation, and transcendence. This is about unpacking your genius and creating something transformational so that people can find you, so that the people that you have a solution for can actually move on with their lives. You have that power. So I would love to hear from you. We have a free Facebook group that I would love for you to join. We have 2 incredible programs that can really help you with all of this. So please hit me up if you're ready to go. We'd love to get you in there. So thank you for downloading The Hero's Journey of Conscious Course Creation. And I really hope that we'll get to know each other better. Bye for now.